Welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith, and today we're here and we're going to be playing with the new project. And this new project, this here, I don't know if anybody recognizes this, but this is a older jug off of a Gravely machine. Now, what makes this thing so special is this has been handed down, grandfather's father, son, on down. It has, I heard this has been bored over 20, 25, whatever the number is. It's been worked on before and multiple times, and the job is to go ahead and do something about the exhaust port. And the last fix was, this was the exhaust port on here, and there's a stud left in here, and you see a little weld back here, and there's a little weld over on here, and you know, the thing is just given away. And he brought us over the piece that was on there, and he brought us over a fair conditioned port. Of course, it does have a little bit of remnants of the pipe that was screwed into it, and we can just heat that up with a torch and make it pliable, and we can pull those threads out of there and chase down through with a tap. We can clean up this end here. The worst case scenario is we're going to braze this right onto the head itself. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and whittle in here with a my little angle grinder and stuff. I'm going to kind of clean. I got to clean this area up to do a full braze as is. And he has another jug or whatever, but he'd like to put this one back on and continue running this jug here. And so we're basically just doing whatever it takes. Most of the time I call something like this a hack and tack, but I'm just going to do it with enough finesse maybe to create a repair. I'd like to see if I can repair and get two studs secure enough and a good gasket material, but I might actually end up, because this is pretty well corroded in here, and this has got a pretty rusty face here. So until we get into it, the first thing is to go ahead and clean it and prep it. So I'm going to go get some of my air tools and a little vise here and get my torches brought over here and stuff like that so I can start playing with it. Alright, be back in a second. Okay, a couple of finishing touches here. I just want to just dress up my torch here a little bit because it's just, I guess it's that time. Alright, let's see what kind of flame we got here now. I kind of like the cone to be nice shape. Alright, I like that. Alright, first off, we're going to go ahead and I want to remove that piece that's in there. So I'm just going to lightly touch that, and oh, I got one here. Maybe this is a little screwdriver there. I'll be able to get underneath that little section that somebody's already tried to pull it apart. Here, so let's just fire it up. Get a little bit of fire here. If we pull that out, then we can just chase it. MIG plier is really a nice sacrificial tool. Almost got it. one other little section right here. Whoop. There we go. All right. Now we can run the tap in there, and then we'll be able to go ahead and be able to put a nipple in there if he wants to. All right. There's part one of our project here. All right, I went in the other room and I found 1-inch tap. That's what it is 1-inch pipe tap. And she's still warm. I didn't cool her down. And I just want to chase down in here and just take out some of the rust. Yeah, it looks like, you know, it'll hold some threads, a little bit of exhaust down in there. And all right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to sand off this face. We're going to kiss it off on our Wilton. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and take and run a drill down through our openings of our holes here before I do the face. That way, if I have an accident and touch on that face, I'm going to be hitting a messed up area to start with. All right, so let me go get my little drill motor there. All right, I grabbed my motor, and I got a drill bit that's like 17/64. Kind of goes through this one here, not on this one here. Here's a little rotary burr, can kind of go in there. It's a half a dozen of the other. I think I'm going to go ahead and open up that side there first with the drill and see how that works in here. Let me get gloves on here just in case I'm grabbing something that's still warm. Okay. Alright, let's put the yeah, it's still got some pretty good meat on that boss and everything. The holes look pretty darn good. So, all right, let's kiss this up on the Wilton now. All right, I think I want to go once around the outside of this thing here because, well, I want to check the tracking on our belt. Whenever you fire up your belt, you want to make sure just so it doesn't drift. These zirconia belts cost a little bit, so you definitely don't want to waste them. I got a pretty new one on here. Alright, I'm just going around to where I got that. If I have to braze this on, it's going to have to be clean anyway, so I'm only going through the motions once here. Alright, I like that all the way around, maybe a little bit right there. Right there. Okay, now I want to clean off this face. You can see this is a little thin over here, but that was bare minimum to get it clean. Not too bad. Alright, I like that. Alright, I got something decent here to add on to the jug. And now we'll go ahead and bring this on over. And I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this on its side. This is kind of wiggly. And I think I can get back there and grab a hold of the back side and cut that out of there. And possibly be able to pull that stud out. So that's what I'm going to try first. And I think I'm going to... Yeah, I got a block here. Put a block here, so there, that's pretty rigid there now. Okay, almost. I think I might even be able to break this piece off of here. There we go. Okay, can this come out? Yep. Alright, got that little piece out of there. So we really kind of got an open hole there, and it's not a bad scenario to go ahead and be able to run down through there and put some kind of a stud in there and then braze it from the back side and still have the surface if we can clean that up somehow. Let's go ahead and I'm going to whittle away on this side now. This is an example because somebody's always a more weld better. Well, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Okay, this is going to take a while to get this down here. I'll spare you the watching. Okay, I'm getting pretty close. I can see the crack or the side of a stud over here where somebody's welded a stud in before, and I've got through that material there. And then I come down this side here and the added on that's overhanging over here. I see that line there, so I'm just slowly coming in, and hopefully I get a little break right here on this side, and I'll be able to see the whole piece and maybe be able to pop that out. Okay, the crack is almost meeting there, and I'm just going to see if I can grab a little bit of this. Maybe tweak that off. Not yet. Okay, I can see the crack all the way through that whole area there. Thought I had a center punch out here, but I don't. But I have a little chisel here. See if I can just catch that, break it loose. Try it from this side here. Yeah, it looks like it's coming. There it is. All right, so with those two there, I'm I'm able to get the mounting holes so that I can put 2 studs in there and then hopefully be able to have this thing bolt back on like it's supposed to, instead of going for a full braze all the way around to try to get the thing to stick on there. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take our little tool and we're going to clean out this area right here, and then we're going to try to kiss this off on the sander and get a face that this will match up to, that will be halfway square, and we can put a gasket in there. Alright, I went and picked up a couple different burrs, and I wanted to get the burr that was best for the choice here, and this burr actually fits right in here pretty good, so I'll be able to clean out that surface right in here. And this time I'm going to put my block up on this side here. There we go, a little more solid here. Getting rid of all the rusty and crusty and everything else in there. That little piece of fin right there was already broke. It just had a little tiny piece holding it there, because they used nickel or something in here and it made it brittle. Okay, take a look at this side here. I'm just going to run the drill down through here maybe. There we go. Alright, we got the drill to go down through that other side, and we still got a pretty good boss there. Now we're going to reach in behind here with the rotary burr, just like we did on that side. And I think I'm gonna switch over this little one here real quick. One of the things I love about this tray on the side of this table, it just really gives you a place to put stuff. All right. Much better. Alright, both of those hole areas are cleaned up. Now I want to go ahead and lightly hit the space on the Welton, see if we can claim some flatness there, and if we have to add a little bit of braze in on whatever areas here. We want to build that up before we actually go for that face there. And we could even braze these holes in, braze these areas in, and then re-drill and tap it. That's a good option as well. Let me dress off that face and then we'll see where we'll go from here. Okay. I'm just getting right here real close, and I'm really holding it steady so I can get a good eyeball on this and watch where I'm at over here, and working kind of right on the edge of this belt here. That's almost a full circle of gasket area right there. You know, that looks pretty good. Got a little hairline something down here at the bottom. Let's go ahead and hit that just a little bit more. Almost looks like a crack. Okay, go ahead and roll in here a little bit. Okay, I'm seeing the crack going down in there. That crack's going down into that port about 1/2 inch. You know, now he said he actually had another one of these jugs, but it wasn't this one here. And he wanted to keep the original project all together. It was more of a keepsake thing than anything else. You know, I gotta give him a call, see if he wants to get into it, because we'd have to pull this valve out, and I'd have to get in there and really V that out all the way, and until I could see it through both openings. And if I was gonna work on it or get in there and actually make a repair, I would need that valve out of the way as well. And you know, the right thing to do is to confront him. Well, let's throw on the gloves on that one for right now. I just put in a call to the customer, let him know the situation, and we're going to see what he's going to do, what he wants to do. And also, is it a possibility that he can go ahead and leave this with me, and I can go ahead and even try to whittle into this a little bit farther, and maybe do some kind of a repair on that crack at that end. I don't know, but I do know that when you come into something like that, and this just happens to be the first stop situation on any of my videos so far in my collection, and I thought this was going to be a good one to break the ice, getting back in action here. I'm not on permanent hold for my videos, and there's a lot of people that have followed me over on Facebook, and on Facebook I throw out a lot of fast things that I would not normally have out even when I do videos. It might be sneak peeks of what the video might be at, But there's a lot of things that I can throw out there, let you know that I'm alive, without actually having all the edit time on videos. I have a video in there now that I've been editing off and on during the last month. Now, this year's been really hard. Vanessa's mom took ill with brain cancer at the beginning of the year. Went in for surgery, then chemotherapy. We made some trips down to South Carolina, and everything's on hold. And Vanessa's sister Valerie was taking care of a mom down in South Carolina for a length of time, and then she had to bring her up here, and we took over, and we were caring for mom and giving her a place here and tending to her every day so she wouldn't have to be in a home or anything else like that. We stepped up to the plate, and when we did, things that we're doing our regular life, and this shop and doing videos is my regular life, and I enjoy it very much. But things had to be put on hold, and you know, I missed out on the gathering at Stan's place with all the rest of the guys from the community. I love you guys. Thank you for the picture that I got and received. I just haven't had any time to really catch up on too much videos. Another thing that was depressing me was the starting or the rolling of the What's in Your Box giveaway. That the sponsors and the contributions for the toolbox giveaway are fantastic. It was the nominees that were just, I like to see more sooner, but also too, a year's a long time to have in between giving those away, and I actually might start having, because I think we're going to have more tools than we're going to have worthy nominees this year, and so we may actually step it up and have maybe two giveaways a year or something like that. I don't know yet. Just kind of things that I've been kicking around. So anyway, lately, and I have several nominees up on the site now, and the one that really just triggered me off and lifted my spirits was the nomination that Sebastian sent in to me, and I just posted that last week, and I have 3 or 4 that I'm going to be posting there today, later on when I get time to get in and sit down at the computer. I wanted first off to get out here, and that's what I was working on, is creating a video, and I know that this is the kind of video you want to see. You want to see me grab something, bring it in the shop, and whatever it takes, whatever it's going to go through the process of saving it, and put it out the door in a nice usable part. And of course we run into something like this, so it kind of like kicked out on there. But I'm also, I can stop now and I can give you a little bit of just on why the snowballing effect came into my halt on my videos. So I'm starting to get back in the swing of things. Vanessa and I are celebrating an anniversary, and we're both really into the anniversary there this year, so I'm kind of working on that. A lot of projects around this house and things like that have been put on hold. You always ask, hey, where do you find all the time? Well, I don't find it, I just take it. And when I take it from this project to that project, and those snowball into a big pile of projects as well. You think I'm busy in here, it says this is what you see is less than 1/10 of what I do on an average, you know, a day. And so anyhow, I'm back in action. I'm starting to feel like getting back into the videos. I'm actually having time. I also have a new machine set up in the shop, and I am going to be lighting off a video and starting to demonstrate that machine and sharing that as well, and that'll be coming up here very shortly. The rollers actually I have about 12 that I got to get in the mail there tomorrow, and those are doing very well, and I do need to get into a video and go ahead and mill out and weld up a set of rollers, and those rollers I'll be putting into the toolbox giveaway as well. So that's kind of that was a major event, trying to catch up on that as well. I mean, fortunately, I'm able to give a great deal, and you know, everybody's right. There's not a dollar in it, okay, and it's a goodwill. But I open my mouth and I walk the talk, and so anyhow, we are starting to get caught up, and I'm also working. I'm working off. Remember when I started my videos? I started for customer awareness, and then all of a sudden everything took out around the world awareness. And through the time period that I've been doing videos, my local business has increased, and this season was no different, and it actually seemed to be doubling. And knock on wood, I'm blessed that I actually have a job that I enjoy doing, and I have a customer base out there that enjoys me doing it for them. Anyhow, you know, it just puts a squeeze on it. And when a local customer jumps in and stuff, I'm dropping what I got to do and the fun stuff that I do, and I got to jump in and take care of them as well. And those even get piled up. And then marina shafts come in, and when somebody hits a rock and they're in here, you know, I'm taking care of them. They're giving them #1 service and get back into the water. They're paying the marina for the hauled out space and everything else like that. So, you know, those are other things that compile what I do on a daily basis. And I'm shooting, you know, it's not like I have an extra job after I go to work for somebody else. This is my life. And so I do have lifetime bumps in the road, and this year was a pretty good one, and that's kind of why the slowdown is. All right. So I had some requests for some special shirts, the sand colored work shirts, and I got full inventory of navy blue work shirts. I had a ton of these navy blue hoodie sweatshirts, and I went down to pick them up the other day, and we opened up the box, and somebody made them in black. And so anyway, they took those in. They got to discuss with the person that made the mistake. And anyway, he's putting a push on the navy blue, and what happens to the black ones, we don't know yet. But I also had some specialty zipper sweatshirts made up specially for my family, and I'll be showing you those. And I might actually take special requests if people want them. They are a fully thermal lined sweatshirt with a zipper embroidery, just like my work shirts and Get Her Done over on this side here. Very class act sweatshirt, and that's what I'm giving everybody in my family for Christmas this year. I don't have to worry, they don't watch my videos. I was getting down on my inventory of hats, and we got plenty of those as well. The What's in Your Box giveaway shirts and the pointed finger Get Her Done navy blue shirts are also going to be restocked. I just got to take and do the inventory, add it in, and then everything will be up on the PayPal. I'm going to take the pop-aways, and I'm going to put a $100 discount sale for the holiday seasons on the last. I think I got somewhere between 12 and 18 pop-aways left, and I'm going to go ahead and put those up on sale for the season here. And when those are gone, those are gone. The roller kits, like I said, I got the regular PayPal button up on those, and those are good to go now as well. You put in your order, and you'll automatically have a confirmation on your order, and then I make up your order, which takes a couple days, and then depending on my schedule to run it down to the post office, I run it down, and then it's off to you flat rate, priority mail. All right. hopefully we'll hear from the customer whether we do something with this jug or not. That'll be kind of up to him, and also too, if he happens to just like give it to us to play with, maybe we'll see if we can save it and then maybe be a spare jug on the shelf or something. Who knows? All right, until next video, which should be sooner than it's been, get her done.